Larks every Saturday night. I've got an attitude, even though my heart's transplanted, both my lungs and liver too. You can bet I'm quite a man, that's true. Ever since my doctor has put me on Viagra, I'm really quite a man. Even took my bride to the falls of old Niagara, I'm still quite a man. I still wear bikini underwear for you, I'd gladly pose, even though it looks kind of strange with my old suppose. Even though I'm older and getting kind of cranky, I'm still quite a dude. Singing with the Larks every Saturday night, I've got an attitude. Even though my heart's transplanted, both my spleen and kidneys too, you can bet that most of me is new. I'm mostly new. What a man.
How many of you folks have ever been in Minnesota? How many of you have ever been in Minnesota late in the fall of the year? How many of you wouldn't raise your hand no matter what the heck I ask you? Oh. Father Murphy and Sister Mary were checking on the country churches way up in northern Minnesota late in the fall of the year, and on the way back to town their car broke down. So they stopped by this farmhouse and asked for some help, and the lady said, well, her husband was not there right then, but he'd be back first thing in the morning. They're perfectly welcome to spend the night. They had one bedroom on the second floor, but they had two great big double beds. So they thought, well, that'd be all right. So they had some hot chocolate and cookies and went upstairs, and Father Murphy went to bed over here, and of course Sister Mary, she went to bed over here. And it's late November, and she started to shiver, and she says, Father, it's kind of cold. Would you mind getting me a blanket? So he got up and walked across that cold linoleum floor and got a blanket and covered her up, went back, got in his bed. And a couple of minutes later, she says, Father, it's still kind of cold. Could you get me another blanket, please? So he got up and got another blanket, covered her up, went back and got in his bed, and he just got snuggled down real good, and she says, Father Murphy, I sure hate to bother you, but it's kind of cold. Would you? He says, wait a minute. Just a minute, sister. It's only you and me out here. No one will ever know the difference. I would like for us to pretend we're husband and wife. She said, well, now, Father, if you think that'd be all right. He said, good, get up and get your own blanket.
There's a place where they put me so I can't hurt myself, in my room, padded room, rubber room. It's so peaceful and so quiet, it just drives me nuts. In my room, padded room. They gave me a hypodermic right in my behind. That's okay because they told me that I would not mind. Now I hear the doctor coming, I'll behave myself in my room, padded room. They gave me a real cute jacket to keep me on track. Funny thing about this jacket, the arms tying back. Now they're gone and I'm alone, so I can get some sleep. in my room, in my room, padded room, Robert.
Thank you. Jurassic Larks were organized in 1997 in June, and in October of 97, we won the Central States District Seniors Quartet Championship. Qualified to go to international. We went to Tampa, Florida, January the 24th, and won the Seniors International the first time we competed. I thought that was kind of neat. Thank you. And you know, we've had a lot of really neat things happen since then, and the mayor of the city of Des Moines made a mayoral proclamation that February the 4th would have been Jurassic Larks Day in Des Moines. And not only that, but we received this here, and I'm very, very proud of it. It's a letter addressed to the Jurassic Larks Barbershop Quartet, and the return address is 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Washington, D.C. We're very proud of this. We'd like to take a moment and read it, if you don't mind. That's nice. Thank you very much.
Hit me on one winter day, turned my old red eyes to gray, and I thought I'd have you forevermore. Now I just can't get around, sicker than a mangy hound. I wish I never had met you before. I said, hello, Asian flu, please depart. Please depart. I said, oh, Asian flu, I'm so sick of you. I'm so sick of Asian flu, Asian flu. Please spare my heart. So hello, Asian flu, please depart. Please depart. Puffed up lips and scratchy voice. Believe me, it was not my choice to spend my time a-sitting you know where. Body aching all around, even parts that can't be found. Thank God I qualify for Medicare. Hey, hello, Asian flu, please depart. Please depart. I said, old Asian flu, I'm so sick of you. I'm so sick of Asian. I knew Asian flu, we never part, never part. So hello, Asian flu, please depart, please depart. Hello, Asian flu, I'm so sick of you. Yes, hello, Asian flu.